So today we have Major Bharti Bisht with us. She has a long experience of 22 years of service, which includes her service in the Indian Army as well as various multinational companies across India. Major Bharti is a qualified HR professional from XLRI Jamshedpur, and she has also done her business management studies from IIM Lucknow. Major Bharti is a soft skill trainer, and today she's going to talk to us about soft skills. She is also an image consultant. Welcome to eSchool channel, Major Bharti.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Praveen, for having me here.
So can we go over the questions so that you can keep replying to all the question, and at the end of the day, children should be able to know everything about soft skills.
Sure, sure. Let's do it.
Ma'am, we have been listening a lot, especially in the education industry. There is a lot of stress on developing soft skills. It's a buzzword, soft skill. So first of all, please tell us, what are soft skills?
So you see, like rightly said, this is the buzzword. We also call them the 21st century skills. So they're defined in many ways and transferable skills. So soft skills are nothing but personal attributes, typically linked to how you work and interact with others, which are necessary for success and development. Soft skills make it easier to form relationship with other people, which makes you visible for the right reasons. And it enables people to navigate their environment, work well with others, perform well, adapt to new jobs, overcome obstacles, develop productive relationship with their peers, subordinates, superiors. And all this is with a little common sense, a positive, flexible attitude, and the ability to deal with people. And the most common ones, if you look back in your lives, are communication skills, empathy, teamwork. All these come under this umbrella.
Thank you so much. So that's very, very important. I think it's not only important in professional life. When you talk about relationships, communication, it is important in personal life as well, to keep you as a happy person.
Everywhere.
Yeah. So ma'am, my second question is, what is the difference between soft skills and hard skills?
Okay, so first I'll tell you about the hard skills. Hard skills are abilities directly linked to the job, usually called job specific skills, such as computer programming, maths, or carpentry or baking, that goes on in schools and colleges. These include your technical and administrative competence. These skills are routinely taught in schools and colleges and institutes, and can be easily quantified and is related to a person's IQ. For instance, when a student performs well in school, they receive high marks for grades and eventually are awarded a degree, demonstrating that they've attained a certain level of mastery in those skills. It's easy to check the degree of mastery over these skills because grades say it all. Whereas soft skills are a lot harder to quantify, as they deal with the emotional quotient of the individual, which is intangible. While you can hand out certificate for skills like leadership, but how do you actually quantify leadership?
True.
So if you look back to your report cards, you have marks for your subjects, science, maths, commerce, accounts, and so on and so forth. And in the end, you also have a pen picture kind of a thing, which states your qualities like takes initiative, works well with team, is punctual. So that demonstrates your soft skill. And hard skills are necessary for career employment from an educational background or work experience, related solely to the technical ability of completing a task. Whereas soft skill help you achieve the desired result by making the journey to your goals comfortable and enjoyable while enhancing overall productivity.
Perfect. Perfect. I think a fair balance of two is very much needed to help you achieve your goals. and to do it seamlessly with a lot of joy.
Absolutely.
Ma'am, my next question is, why are these soft skills needed? I think you've answered it in your previous statement, but is there anything else that you would want to add to this?
Yes, yes. There are a few more things that we ought to know in today's parlance. The modern workplace, or say the global environment, is very interpersonal. You know, collaborations are an integral component of any place, and especially in workplace these days. Skills such as listening and writing ensure that there's a smooth flow of ideas without any conflict. This creates a productive and healthy work environment first. Then soft skills give you an edge. Good communication and negotiation skills can help you gain an edge over the other candidates. Hard skills can be learned in a limited time, but these soft skills need a little bit of practice, and with that you can practice them wherever you are, either in your college, communities, workplace, practically anywhere. And like we said before, they complement the hard skills. Hard skill is like you are learning to drive. You learn driving, but soft skill would be how are you driving on the road? So they complement each other. There's one more thing, Praveen. Future workplaces will also depend a lot on these skills because, with the advancement in technology, many technical jobs are being outsourced to automation and artificial intelligence. So this will result in more jobs relying on soft skill to be the key differentiator in a workplace. Students who possess these skills have the potential of performing well at work while paving way to good relationship in all areas of their life.
Yeah, especially in today's scenario when our children are going to be working beyond international boundaries in different time zones, in different geographical zones. So I think the very high quantity and quality of emotional quotient would be required to keep them going.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That balance and coping mechanism.
Yes, yes, ma'am. So, Major Bharti, my next question is that would there be some parameters? How would an individual know whether she has soft skills or not?
So, like I said earlier, soft skills are personality traits and interpersonal skills that directly affect your relationship with the others. They stem from who you are and how you interact with the world around you. And luckily, these skills can be identified, harnessed, and strengthened. If you see, those people who seem to know everybody. They know the names of people in other departments, their titles, and maybe even tell who owns a pet or how long two people have been friends. They know. They always know, in fact, the best people. They are the best people to talk about an issue, even if they don't know them personally. Or perhaps you have a friend who is the go-to person for advice, and everyone, maybe including you, is comfortable talking to him or her. So these people have wonderful soft skill, and they may not be the smartest people in the room, but people are comfortable talking to them or interacting with them, and they are also very much at ease doing so. So first is that you can just look back and see. Second is you can ask for feedback from your, people, those who are close to you, who observe you day in and out, your friends, family, and people whom you trust, your teachers, and the others. You can get a candid feedback as to what is going right and what needs to be developed. And you can also analyze your past behavior, interactions, and we as individuals always come to know, from those moments that something went wrong here because of me, because I could have done it like this and did not do. So you can just chalk it out and note it down, and you will relate to the soft skill that needs developing, or that will come handy in times to come.
All right. So that is very, very important that we should be open-minded to taking the feedback from others. And also, yes, you mentioned introspection is very important to go over things and see how I could have done it better. Perfect. Ma'am, moving on to the next question. Can somebody develop these soft skills, or are they innate and natural in a person?
So, soft skills are a result of your life experiences, your surroundings, upbringing, your value system, and many other similar factors. As a result, you may have some since your early years, and you may develop some to forge your way through your surroundings. So, they are very much there at times, and at times you need to develop, and that can be done. It is not necessary that you have to be born with those and then only they will come up. But they do take effort, just as you go to the gym to get stronger through repeated training of your muscles. So actively practicing these would help. The key is consistency.
Yes, yes. So what are the most relevant soft skills that you would suggest everybody should endeavor to achieve or attain?
Okay. So when I talk about soft skill in general, I refer to them as internal and external soft skills. Internal are the ones which are connected to me, my relationship with myself and how I deal are those internal soft skills, while the external soft skills are the ones that involve you and the other people around. For the young adults moving to college and entering a career phase, the macro buckets can be first communication. An excellent communicator can put their ideas and arguments across in an effective way that does not offend anyone. And communication skills can include your listening, speaking, writing, presentation. Next, I think, would be problem solving. If you are easily able to analyze upcoming issues and develop creative solutions to overcome them, you are a problem solver. These people are critical thinkers, decisive, willing to ask questions. And the next one is very important for all of us, but more so in at this time of your life is time management. This allows you to manage your workload and time effectively so that you can be productive as possible. And you must be able to prioritize your tasks, complete them before they become urgent, and know when to delegate certain tasks to others. Uh, the next one for this era would be digital proficiency. This soft skill is especially important in the digital age as it helps employees or students or anybody, navigate. We staying at home also navigate through the modern technologies to achieve a goal. How the internet works, or how to communicate on the net, or how to use the various softwares whatever are available. Those are the ones that would come for digital proficiency. And then confidence, creativity, self-awareness, for collaboration with the team, and for building a long-lasting relationship. All these are the very, very relevant ones as of now.
Great. Thank you so much. Now, my next question is that since you've enlisted a lot of soft skills, how would one be able to help himself or herself to develop these soft skills?
Because soft skills are developed over time, the easiest and most valuable way to instill these skills is to model them. I would say this for the teachers and the parents and the elders around, all the adults, to demonstrate these skills. They not, and the children or the young adults, they not only understand the value, then they feel inspired to adopt them. They see how and when to apply them. Having said that, one should be open to change, like you said earlier, Praveen, that you should be open to change. Welcome any knowledge that you can obtain, and accept the fact that although you have certain soft skills, you need to improve on some and develop some. This is one trait that can help you with development of soft skill. Next would be goal setting, which is very important. You must have a goal, a clear vision of your future, and define specific goals that you will be working towards, so you will have a direction or a path to follow. what do you wish to accomplish in the future, and how does it connect with how you relate to the other people, uh, what actions you should take. All that comes in goal setting. And education, of course, education means you can develop these skills by learning about them. uh, Remember we said that they can be learned. You can make the most of that, and thanks to the various aids and tools that are available these days, self-assessment test, and knowing, what kind of a personality you are, and what suits you best, and what you can work on. And self-reflection comes again, because you ought to know your strengths, your weaknesses, and you are the best person to judge for yourself. And next would be practicing. The best way to develop soft skill and improve them is actually use them. Real life application is the best way of practicing these skills. uh, However good you may be at the hard skill, highest grade, but it is the soft skill that will open more doors for you the moment you have already entered.
Undoubtedly, very rightly brought out. I feel if we put it across the learners, for younger learners, it could be the teachers and parents can be role models. They have to demonstrate and practice that so that it is naturally in the environment. And for the older learners, it could be self-learning mode through various tools.
Yes.
Ma'am, my last question for you is, are there any specific institutions or training modules which are available that you would recommend, or where a learner can go and develop these soft skills?
So yes, soft skill can be learned, like I said, through study, practice, application. But a few resources that you will find helpful would be, these days there are podcasts. You can find podcasts on almost any topic imaginable, including instructions on how to develop any soft skill. You have guest speakers, and they give you unique insights, plus analysis and other contents. So going through them gives you a lot of insight. Then there are blog articles. The blogosphere is full of how to advices. Look in particular for in-depth guides with researches. That will also make you wiser on that front. Then there are online videos to see soft skills in action. Watch a video. You can find instructors from around the world on YouTube and other sites. Unlike reading or listening, you can learn by observation. But be careful, free content at times tends to lack reliability. Get an expert to help you decide what to focus on, or you can consider a curated content. And besides this is, yes, of course, there are institutes and training schools which specifically concentrate on training you on soft skill, because like we said in the beginning, this is the buzzword. So to secure successful career, a student will have to tread a path of sharpening these transferable skills.
Yes. Wow. Thank you so much, ma'am. So children, stay tuned. We'll get you more such videos.